the category and
Yeah,
everything?
like I make that on browser, and then OBS is connected to YouTube, so I can select, like, if I had three going, I can select one of them.
Oh, yeah, that is a thing that happens on YouTube. You have to do it on the browser and then whoosh.
Yeah. So that's how I do it.
I mean, if you're used to it,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, we're live now. Hello. Hello, everyone. This is very loud for me. I need to turn it down.
Probably. I play it alongside you, so that way I can hear the music.
There we go. Okay. We're in the trial, aren't we?
Yep.
Let's go defend sorcery.
Oh, because Max is a magician for the circus.
Yeah, sorcery. Yeah. Trying to load it. I'm like, oh yeah, it works.
December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5.
Good morning, Max.
Max? Did not go through. Max?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm not awake yet.
You're good. No. Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. So, stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick. Max is really nervous.
That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties.
Oh, what?
You don't think I should fly, do you?
It just flies in. Huh?
You know, you gotta make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little.
No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie.
What is it this time, Max?
Why did you try flying into the courtroom?
I cannot fly.
I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above.
My name might be Phoenix, but I can't fly.
Good one, sweetie. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes?
The only thing flying are the accusations. I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
Phoenix would like that silly pun you made. December 29th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Wasn't even like that. It was just funny. And now the case of one. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, before we continue, Box cheeses away because his internet's being stupid.
Yeah.
So it's us two again.
Yeah.
Box should be coming in whenever he's able to.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
So?
Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild's a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly.
Huh. I don't know if that is to our advantage.
Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. Bitch. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Eh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? It is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. Guess being born with the name Von Karma was a free pass to be arrogant, annoying, and a bitch. Thought you learned, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? Ow, what are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap this up. Wait, the words. Wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Gumshoe, get up there, now! That was... what is that I'm doing with her?
I don't know.
Sorry to keep you from Vec, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
Is it bad that I'm just expecting her to whip everyone at every second?
I mean, it's not necessarily is it bad, more like, why are you questioning it?
True.
Night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Like, cold go burr. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Doggy style position. Cause of death was blunt force trauma that wrapped a vertebrae in his neck. Snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I can't read. I see he was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accept this into grammar. What the hell? Court accepts this into evidence. So many typos. This is a remake of Phoenix, right? Those are word out to the court record.
A blunt object.
What the fuck? Hey. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Asshole. What you contempt of court? Consider these nuts. You're pressing everything.
Pressing everything? Every button?
Yep. Every state.
Hi,
Yes.
hi, Steve. How you doing?
Hello, Steve.
Was it really cold out?
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
Wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day.
Snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
What's the matter? Nick?
Why does Patchy sound hoarse? That's the voice he's doing.
Yeah, for Gumshoe and then the judge, because we have another person, but his internet's out.
Yeah, I need to take a look at the court record.
There's no name. It's no hint of, it's a hint of nothing. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the 9 members of the circus doing? Blah, blah, blah.
You say all the circus performers. Who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist. Of course, the defendant, Silent Galactic, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Good.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I investigated yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Pokemon Earth Rising? I forgot to upload it. It's coming, don't worry.
Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Head off to these nuts, pal. I mean, Gina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? It's awfully suspicious. Sus as fuck. Probably an imposter. Wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m.
Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Oh, this is totally meaningless. Time to move on. All right, just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
A wooden box.
That's right. Doggy style. Victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box.
What the Mr. Wright. Stop taking my lines. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. Very easy position. What do you mean, easy position? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Chastity kept just...
The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might... About... contents?
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? A bottle?
It's drugs.
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with... pepper. Pepper? Wonder what was it locked in that big box?
There's only one little bottle in that huge box.
Wonder if that is some sort of special meeting, like Schrodinger's box. But it's a cat, and it's pepper. I don't know.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak. If there is, that is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Shut up. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a fucking hint. I'm sorry, Von Karma. I didn't mean to make you hurt. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Mood, Gumshoe. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
Wonder if Sheila will show up on the stand as well.
Oh, please no.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Sheila Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That role was cut off your circulation. It said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. me. The word of the law, exciting and daring, yields her innocence. Cited by a gesture shaped like a woman. Well, what do you think? Had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo, you know better than insult a Ow! Shut up! Look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy seeing everything that flashes through their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! We had to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony. Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
All right. Do we get to like smash his puppet's head off the ground?
I think you might be pleased with his thingy. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure that's... Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture.
Is this like the first game where someone dresses up as the defendant but actually kills?
I'm saying nothing.
I see a lot of similarities.
Just one thing, you said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean that clown committed the crime?
He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? What's that? What's this? There's absolute proof. So cat. This was found at the scene of the crime. Belongs to the defendant.
Huh?
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for saying the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today.
Press 4th and 5th.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right. That makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense. It makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something I missed?
No.
This one?
Yeah.
That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
Profiles. This one.
Yes.
No,
That's the victim.
that's correct. When Triller was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. But I've seen it. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ah!
I see. Seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Triller wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore.
No.
What?
Well, that statement was added, but that's not the statement you need to. Whatever. Continue.
Okay.
Of course I'm talking about the old fart. He's so pathetic, can't stand it. It's a little bit of exercise, his makeup was running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Wonder what happened.
This one?
Yeah.
Why the plaza's entrance?
Do some thinking, of course.
Steve asking why the teal-haired lady has a whip in the courtroom.
So teal-haired lady is the prosecutor. So the first prosecutor. What the fuck am I trying to say? In the first game, Prosecutor Von Karma, old ass man, was Edgeworth's tutor. He went to jail. Spoilers. And she is that prosecutor's daughter. So canonically, in English, America, they're of German descent, but they canonically don't have German accents. But like, if you're from German, you bet your Skippy
if you're
that
from
I'm not gonna
German,
attempt a Germany. Piss off. If you're from Germany, you can bet your Skippy that I'm going to attempt a German accent. No, she has a whip because she's German.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
Oh, kinda LOL. But I'm good. I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was.
Yeah, press again. Let me find what the... You're looking for something.
You saw Max and only Max that night, right?
Jeez, you're persistent. You can ask all you want. My answer won't change. Fool. The only person I saw that night was Maximilian Galactica.
He really needs to improve his manners.
You've heard what he has to say. Let him continue with his testimony.
There we go. That's the statement. Needed to be pressed.
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
Suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around... this bit after 10:30 p.m., I think...
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you'd just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is... will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why did you believe it just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix, Wright. We can all do without your offhanded theories.
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already, and I'm onto something. Just like your
Right. Funny joke, Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
This one.
Yes.
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And that one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Yes!
Ah,
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
This is true. Well, you can't really ask me that question.
who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well. Puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah! That makes perfect sense.
What? Did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max. Ow.
There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. That was fun to say. That's it.
I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Hey, don't volunteer things. Seems something.
Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You are the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. By a puppet. Whatever.
About the proposal.
Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I got Riz. Even had something to give to her. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose to give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. You were going to propose, you, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Judge.
She's Judge. Come on, Judge. You're like 70. Judge.
Exactly.
His daughter's looking a little less than honorable tonight.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
I think I have to cross-examine you, Judge.
What was it that sigh at the end?
Water.
Am I just pressing everything?
You are.
Yay.
You are 2 and 5.
By propose, do you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina?
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid ass question is that? Was going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it. That's the truth. Dog.
What was this thing? What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull? Fucking virgin. Phoenix Wright, virgin, attorney. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. That's his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Kill the dummy. Francisca's whip looks like it's almost about to lash out on almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Push on anyways.
Yeah.
No
Pain
pain, no
equals back.
gain. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet ever has ever proposed.
I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please review their testimony?
Review?
Revise their testimony. Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. Sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
And then the last one?
Press this. Nope, go back.
What?
The new statement.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's going to love it.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Don't tell me you're gonna propose next. Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on.
Okay, statement 5.
This one?
Yeah.
So you were still thinking about trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. Spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give up that easily. Wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus.
Probably way more than he deserves.
How about it, Nick?
I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony.
That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck.
The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more.
I was so surprised I was going to
Oh, hold on. Okay, so you pressed. You have something to present.
On which one?
It's the last one. Statement 5.
Present this one.
Yeah.
Julie, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
Oh, whoops.
What is it? What are you talking about?
Oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine. Give it back, thief, thief.
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then, do I have it right here?
What is going on here?
So what happens when Regina rejects this creepy dummy? He'll explode. Like he has, like 5 times already.
What is going on here? That's. Ben, say something. Oh, don't put me on the spot like that, Dream Love. That hurts.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? In a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Monkey-ass coat. Mr. Quist, I'm referring to avoid slandering innocent flats?
Fiats.
Fiat's in my court.
Well, Your Honor, money really is a monkey in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then,
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
shiny things?
Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say?
Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Yeah! Oh!
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. Has nothing to do with anything, especially now who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now,
What
Trilo,
did you just say to me?
back to the topic on hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough. There's a huge contradiction with this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Shut up! Shut up! Interesting, Mr. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any proof that something slipped past this visual ventriloquist? Words.
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
White, how dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw it, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
I told you so many times you think you'd know. My story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, Stick Boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
This one, you are. So this is funny. 4, 6, 3, 4. Oh shit, I'm giving testimony. It's just kidding. I thought we were cross-examining.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. That doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. Showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. What a dick. Absolutely sure it was him. So Max went and Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can make someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Also, hello to Rats 2, the Electric Boogaloo. How you doing?
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched
Sick
the ring,
boy
and you went chasing after him.
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please receive your cross-examination.
Witnessing.
Blah, blah, blah.
So which ones
Okay.
again?
4, 6, 3, present at 4. So press 4, press 6, press 3, present 4.
So you testified that he said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy incredibly obvious questions. Spiky head. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon in the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night.
Well, not necessarily, because you can use those sentences as a form of greeting and goodbye, where good morning, good afternoon, good evening is the beginning of it, and good night being the end of day is the goodbye.
Hey, dude, running the stream. Nobody freaking asked. What, Ben? You got something else to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. Not like this freaking streamer.
I'm sorry, Trilo.
Mr. Quist, I'd prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony.
No. But that's a funny one. Yes.
Oh, you're an hour late. Also, Rat says it's been quite some time since they've seen Ace Attorney live gameplay. We do this
Well,
weekly.
Yeah, because he's completed, or B-tean's completed Tears of the Kingdom, so that the Ace Attorney was, at a pause. I've played the Ace Attorney games, excluding the Great Ace Attorney. B-tean's running this blind,
Yeah.
but I'm helping him keep up the pace so we don't waste a lot of time.
Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
How long does one case take? Like 3 hours, 3-4 hours.
Well, each section of the case.
Yeah. Well, each
Typically
section
for
is
each
like
section-
an hour.
Yeah. Hour to 2 hours.
Yeah. And there's like 5 parts of the case. 4 or 5. Yeah.
Ish, yeah. When it comes to the second and third games.
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt.
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flopping next time.
Most of them are. Most of my streams are blind run-throughs. There's very rarely that I'll do a game that I've played before. So, yeah. So that's why you only do 1 case per stream. Steve, I do a part of a case per stream.
Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Laughing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
So now 6, right? So this one.
Yeah. Yep.
Those 3 ridiculous symbols,
Out of curiosity, sorry, how many times you asked that question by now? You're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now.
Soka, Cloak, White Roses.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else.
Oak, we know you don't care about dialogue. That's why you don't know the story of Pokemon.
Has to be a whole testimony somewhere.
I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? Gotta have something that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work. 1, 2, 3. But what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet and you can figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just had 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it?
Huh, what time was it?
It was 10:10 p.m.
Ah, yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right because that's the time that I saw Max on the scene.
And now you present.
Are we presenting a person?
No. Why would he say good evening to him? If something happened, that would,
This one?
yeah, like, yes, that one. Okay.
Love these sorts of games, but patient troubles are real, especially when you always spoil yourself like me. Oof. Yeah, I've stayed away from spoilers for these games. Chiller, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
Wasn't that big of a deal, it's just an argument. Disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assaulted battery?
Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defense murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Are you saying this witness is lying? Is he trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
No, it's not from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person?
Yes.
It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If you had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Chilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world?
You. Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then?
This?
Yep.
I know. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there is only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
Judge, put your pants back on. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah. Suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim itself, was it not?
I hope you're enjoying this case despite its reputation amongst the fans. Yeah, Patchy warned me about this before we went in.
Yep.
So I'm trying to wait to see why it's so bad. Right now, it's pretty good. You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you graded him Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quest.
Shut up! Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought I was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. Problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? Prosecution argues it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witnesses clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols.
3 symbols.
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man. Gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk has the cloaks, the right roses.
The silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What? There's phone karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes, I think we finally won a point on this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your efforts, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness.
Do we?
Court is now in recess. Get out.
Alright, do we want to continue this when the box has Wi-Fi?
I mean, I can double check.
Well, he texted me like 15 minutes ago, said no luck yet.
Oh, true, because I know who the next witness is. Let me review the thingies. Oh yeah, the next witness has a few testimonies.
Yeah, so let's leave it for next time.
Yeah.
When Box can join us.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't want your voice getting even more torn up.
I thank you.
You're
Because I realized that the same voice I was using for the puppet, I also use the same voice for the character in what I'm recording.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a subscription, a like, all that jazz. Any final words from you, Patch?
spread some love. I'm recording stuff for my channel, and I'm hoping to stream tomorrow my first Mario RPG experience. I haven't played one
Yay.
single Mario RPG.
Woohoo!
Legend of the Seven Stars, I think is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know the RPG games.
Mario and Luigi count as RPG games.
Okay, I've never played an RPG game of Mario.
Huh, I swore that you had. Oh, well.
All right,